These are the people who are living the suffering we are talking about. These are the people who are directly suffering. These are the people who are actually experiencing the things that we read about in articles. So, in this case, what are the examples of these people? The Palestinians, the people who are living in the Gaza Strip, the Sudanese, the people of Afghanistan, and many more. Everywhere where there are like conflicts going on, the people who are living in these conflicts, the people who are living in those lands, are the primary victims. Now, these are the people who are most affected by these conflicts. So let's just first see that what is really affecting them. And for that, we would move on to the traumatic events that are happening in their lives. So these people are surrounded by dead bodies. These people are surrounded by the rubble of what used to be their houses, their schools, their hospitals. They can see that their whole life is being ruined right in front of them, and they cannot do anything about it. The parents who have worked their entire lives really hard, they can just see that we are sitting in a tent and our house has been ruined. Our house has been bombed. So all of what they worked for, it's gone. The children who are supposed to read and write, the children who are supposed to spend time with their books and pencils, they are currently sitting in tents. They are currently filling water for their families. They are currently losing their limbs. And so they have lost their childhood. The people are starving. We know that starvation can cause mental health issues. We know that starvation causes psychological disorders. So people are starving. Their dead bodies, they are lying there because there's no place anymore left to bury them. The youngsters, they can see that their entire future is in danger. They can see that they don't know if they will survive the next hour or not. The future planning, it's gone. You don't know if you are surviving the next moment. You don't know if a bomb will fall on you the next moment. So they are living in a constant state of survival. They are not existing. They are not living. They are surviving now. They are in a constant fight or flight mode. And a constant fight or flight mode, as we know, causes a serious stress on our brain and our nervous system. Now, you all must have seen the videos of Palestinian children who were playing with the bones of their loved ones. Why? Because they have lost all their toys. Now, let's keep this situation on us. Would you or would I play with the bones of our loved ones? Clearly, no. This would be a very incomprehensible thing to us. This would be something we can't even imagine. But they are doing that. Why? Because they've lost all their toys? Or is it because they've lost their childhood? Or is it because they don't have anything else now? So they're just trying to get back their childhood, they're trying to get back their innocence, whatever way they can, even if it means playing with bones. You must have seen that other video where there were two daughters who were crying and screaming because they were watching their father being burned to death in front of them. This is not normal. Let's talk about like ourselves. If we see such a thing, we won't be able to come back from it. We won't be able to recover from it. So these people, they are currently going through these traumatic events. Now, I would show you a video of a child. There are like multiple children. You would see their videos of how they are surviving in this world. Now we can see that these children, they were supposed to be in schools. These children were supposed to be learning, but no, they are currently trying to survive with their families. So these traumatic events, if we think that they would just stay for now and in the future everything will be fine, this is not going to happen. So let's talk about one of the most talked about psychological conditions, which is post traumatic stress disorder. So let's talk about what is this. It is caused by experiencing any traumatic event. In this case, it's a war or a genocide. And even though it has happened like a long time ago, it does not matter. It's never going to leave the stains that stayed on your mind or the stains that stayed on your social life. It's going to impact you. A person who has experienced a trauma is not going to get out of it or is not going to recover from it that easily. The person would be facing nightmares, they would be facing a depressive episode, they would be facing aggression, fear. So in this case, the children or the people who might actually live a safe life, might actually live in a environment that's better for them in the future, but would they really be able to recover from PTSD? Would they really be able to forget what happened to them when they were in the war? So what's really going to happen? These people are going to have nightmares. These people are going to have the lively and cheerful kids turn into fearful little children. The adults, they are going to get aggressive. They are going to have a very pessimistic view of life. So even if the primary victims who would be like outside the conflict zone in a few years, or if everything will be fine, as we say, they won't be able to recover. They won't be able to live a normal life like we do. These children, these people, even loud noises are going to scare them. We enjoy the fireworks. We say, oh, they're really beautiful, or oh, they're really amazing. Like in the festivals, when we see fireworks, we only think about good things. But these people, the people who are the primary victims, they are not going to enjoy them as a simple good thing. They are going to be scared of them. They are going to be scared of loud noises because they suffered bombing. They suffered their houses turning into simple rubble because of these bombings. So they are not going to accept these things. They are going to be scared of uniforms. Yes, a simple uniform that may be a sign of pride to us or a pride to other person, they would be scared of them. So these people are not going to recover. These people are not going to be okay in the future. This is what is most important here. PTSD is not going to let them go. Now, when we have talked about the primary victims, category here. Now, who are the secondary victims? These are the people just like you and me who are not actually living in the conflict zone. We are not actually facing the murder or the genocides. We are not actually experiencing what the primary ones are, but we are witnessing all of this. And how are we witnessing all of this? Through our phones, through our electronic devices. We are connected to the entire world. But is it really a positive thing now? We are seeing this suffering. How is it going to impact us? So let's talk about the three main ways it's going to impact us. The first thing is geographical luck. Now, this is a concept that we have been hearing about a lot recently. Everyone talks about it. Everyone is like, we are only safe because of geographical luck. So, what is geographical luck? It is basically meaning that a person is not actually a person's future is not actually depending on the capabilities of the person or what he can or he cannot do. No, it based on where he lives, the geography. It is deciding the fate of that person, of millions of the people living there. What does it mean? It means that an individual's own capabilities do not matter enough. An individual, if he works hard or if he's very efficient, it does not matter. The only thing that matters is that where you live. All the people who are currently suffering have the same right to life and basic necessities as we do. They are supposed to live the same happy and peaceful life the way we are living, but they cannot. It's all because of geography. It's all because of them living in a conflict zone and us living in a more peaceful zone. So, what happens in our mind? This leads to silent guilt, the guilt of having everything while the other person does not. Now, let me give you an example. A girl in Afghanistan would be a better student than me. She would be more capable, she would be more intelligent, she would be more hardworking. And so, she would be more deserving of a scholarship in my dream university. But can she get it? Is she not really far away from it? And what is the reason? Is the reason the way she's living? It is the reason. The reason is where she's living. The reason is the restrictions that are imposed on her because of her geography. Someone from Sudan might have the perfect business idea, a perfect model. Someone would have a proper outline as to how I would create a business model, how I would really develop it. But can they do it? No, they are too far away from it. And why? It is because the place where they live, the land that they call home, the place that was supposed to be a safe place for them, is not safe anymore. That place is only providing them more and more suffering. And that leads us to guilt. The guilt when we feel that we are not worthy of things that we are getting. If I am getting successful, I would think, oh, but some other person probably deserves it more than me. And so the overall pessimistic view, it is not really limited to the people who are living in those lands. It is also affecting us, the geographical luck. Now, I would show you a video and you can really experience how different the lives are only based on geography. You can see how different the thinking is, how different the psychology is of even children. You people must have seen that video where the children were asked that the Palestinian kids, they were asked that what would they like to be when they grow up? And if this question is asked to us, we would start our answer with, when we will grow up, we would like to be a doctor or a teacher or an engineer. This would be our answer. But what would be their answer? Their answer starts with if we grow up. So there is a condition. They don't know if they will grow up. They don't know if they will survive. This is the geographical luck that we are talking about. Now, another thing that we need to focus on is the negative feed. Now, you all must have noticed that our social media, it is nowadays full of devastated families. It is full of the videos of Palestinian and Sudanese families who are living in tents, who are asking for donations. And so, even when we are not present in those lands, even when we are too far away from them, even when we are in the comforts of our home, this world is a global village. And so, we are witnessing everything that's happening. We are witnessing the suffering of those people, even when we are not present there, even when we are miles apart. Now, also, another thing that is, you can say, a negative impact of the global village, you can really understand or you can figure out what's happening in any part of the world through just a few clicks. Yes, you are connected to the entire world through the internet, through your electronic devices. But is it really good? We are seeing the genocide, we are seeing the constant destruction, we are viewing the faces of victims who are devastated, and we are seeing it all the time. We are seeing it online. We are not safe from it. That genocide, that destruction, that everything, that murders and starvation, we are seeing everything. We are getting this news. every hour we are getting something new. There are ceasefires, then there are the violations of ceasefires, we see wars, we see attacks. We are really storing all of this information in our minds. So I would ask a question: are our minds actually able to store this much negative information? No, we are not supposed to know all of this. We are not supposed to take all of this negative information, but we are doing it, aren't we? So what does happen now? What does it cause? It causes stress. It causes a negative image of everything and everyone. It causes aggression. It causes guilt. And so it causes depressive episodes where we are not only suffering from guilt, we are also suffering from the constant stress because of just not experiencing, just viewing these suffering. So the negative feed, social media, what do we use social media usually for? Entertainment? Or what do we use it when we are free? We are like, let's just pass our time. But what's happening here? All we are seeing is how one country is attacking the other, or we are seeing how just because of the benefits of elite, the poor people, the common people are suffering. And so the overall pessimistic view comes here too. Now there's another thing that I would like to talk about. It is the statistics versus souls. Now, ever since the Palestinian genocide started, we have been seeing multiple statistics. We usually see, Israel killed 75 people today, or the bombing killed 300 more people. What are we seeing? Millions of people dying. This is what we hear. This is what we read in articles, in newspapers. Millions of people are dying. Thousands of people are starving. But aren't these numbers kind of taking away the actual intensity of what's happening? I mean, let's think about it. The statistics are taking away the emotions. The people who have dreams, people who have emotions, people who wanted to do something, people who wanted to be someone, people who had a whole life plan ahead of them, they died or they're starving. And what did happen to them? They were turned into numbers. They were turned into a simple statistic. And so when we view these statistics again and again, we start to become desensitized to them. We start to think that, okay, these are only numbers. We start to get used to them. This is where the problem occurs. We are not supposed to be used to murders. We are not supposed to be used to suffering. But if this is happening, it's because the statistics are taking over, and the actual people, actual personalities, actual goals, they are getting lost somewhere behind. I would tell you an example. You people would remember that there was in a rubble of Palestinian family, there was a photo card found of the K-pop idol V. Now, this was the part that actually hurt me a lot, because the person who that photo card belonged to, that person would be just like me. I really like K-pop. I like listening to their songs. I like watching their videos. And so when she collected or he collected a photo card, I would have also been like, yeah, I would also want a photo card. So in a way, that person was just like me. That person also enjoyed their songs. That person also used to dream to meet them. That person had goals. Maybe another student wanted to go to the same dream university as I do. So it means that they had a soul. They were not just numbers, they were reduced to numbers. And that's why we are slowly getting used to the genocide. You people must have noticed the backlash that Israel was getting, or the backlash that the UAE was getting because of the genocides in Sudan and Palestine. An year ago, let's just not go too far away, an year ago, it was way more than what we are seeing now. What is the reason? It's not that the genocide ended. The reason is not that the suffering ended. It's just that slowly, gradually, we started to accept it. Maybe just the way we have accepted everything else in the world, we started to accept it. We started to get desensitized to it. And so the whole overall backlash got reduced. So this is what I wanted to talk about, that statistics are slowly making us feel that whatever is happening, we don't have any control over it. And so it is taking us too far away from the actual lives that are lost. That would be the end of the presentation. And I would love to hear any questions. I would love to hear any comments.
That was a very, very, very interesting. Like, that presentation was something that will definitely stay with me for a very long time. I have never heard someone broach that topic before.
I'm sorry, your voice was a bit slow, a bit low to me.
Oh, sorry. One sec. Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfectly fine.
Your presentation was very, very, very good, and I've never heard someone broach that topic. So, like, I've not heard that topic before, and your presentation will stay with me for a very long time. And when you talked about how we are becoming desensitized to these murders, essentially, and I realized, like, literally just yesterday, I went onto the news, and there was like every one of the headlines was X people had died in X country, and I was like, I just moved past them because I've seen that like so many times, and that's like unacceptable. Like, we can't feel that way. Like, these are actual people's lives who have been taken, and we're just scrolling past them.
Exactly. That is what I really wanted to express here. I wanted to show that the backlash that we were giving to these aggressors a year ago, it should continue. We should not get used to these, no matter how much statistics make us believe that we should, but no, we should not. Thank you so much for your kind comments.
Iman, do you have any comments you'd like to share? Okay, so as we wrap up, Fatima, why don't you tell us like what else you're doing? What's your mission in life? Are you trying to actively change this? You said you were a student studying international relations, right? Are you trying to make the world aware that this isn't acceptable and we need to be cognizant and aware and make sure these like this isn't happening to kids around worldwide?
This is a part of my mission. I'm studying international relations and I would like to continue working in this field. I would like to become a diplomat and I would especially like to focus on the human rights segment because the children, it's not just about the children, it's about the women, the men who are living these sufferings. They need to know, first of all, that they don't deserve this, and the other people need to know that these people, they deserve the same life as we do. And so there's no way we can say that okay, if someone is suffering, we can't do anything about it, and maybe there is some fault of them. We can't victim blame. So this is something I would like to talk about, this is something I would like to raise, and this is an issue I would like to really focus on. I would like to focus on the human rights part. I would like to focus on making the people aware that the children, the men, the women, the people who are suffering, they don't deserve to suffer, and they need a safe environment. So I would like to work for those people. I would like to work in that department, and yeah, I would like to really express my solidarity with them, but not just in words, also to make some impact in a way.
That's amazing, Fatima, and I fully support. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people, everyone listening to this presentation, are standing by you, and we're all looking to see where you're going to go with this mission you've created. And I know if you become a diplomat, you'll definitely have my support.
Oh, thank you so much, and best of luck to you too in
Mhm.
whatever you want to do in future.
So, Fatima, I just wanted to say again, that was a really good presentation. I have never heard someone broach that topic in such a direct manner, and that presentation will stay with me for a very long time. So I just wanted to thank you for making us aware of that. My apologies, I just left. Sorry, there was some technical glitch on my side. Can you all hear me?
Yes, of course. No worries.
Yeah, as I was saying, that presentation will definitely stay with me for a very long time, and I wanted to thank you for making us aware of such a topic we're probably not going to hear about from anyone or anywhere else. So this was really nice, Fatima, and I encourage you to share this presentation and your ideas with more people. So that way, beyond just the MindBridge community, I mean, obviously, we'll be sharing it and trying to get this out to as many people as possible. But I encourage you to share your mission elsewhere as well. So that way, as many people as possible are aware of what's going on in the world.
I would, of course, do that. And thank you so much to you. Thank you so much to MindBridge for giving me this opportunity. This is really like a dream come true to speak to people like that. Thank you so much.
Thank you too, Fatima. This, again, I have to keep saying this. Your presentation was very good, and it will, this is something I will remember. I have not seen anything like it. Thank you, Fatima. Have a great day and keep sharing their mission elsewhere as well.
Have an amazing day. Goodbye.
Bye.